For proper understanding of this video, I want you to ensure that the subtitles are turned on. Now you have to ask yourself here, if 1000 grams cost 300, then is equals to 1600 grams cost or over or divided by X or how much? I'm going to teach you the way of solving these problems where you need not use calculator. Now the first step is to convert this division sign into multiplication sign. If you do this, it will have certain consequences upon the term on the right side of this sign, while the term on the left side of this sign would remain unaffected. And the consequence is that the term on the right side of this multiplication sign will become inverted. Let's invert it now. This 300 will become 1 over or divided by 300. Or you can express this whole term in this way. 1000 over or upon or divided by 300. It's up to you which method you prefer. Both are same, but I prefer the method mentioned above. So the equation becomes 1000 multiplied by 1 over 300 is equals to 1600 multiplied by 1 over x. We have to find x. Now, in order to find unknown variable, which in this case is x, you have to move unknown variable to one side of the equals to sign and the numbers to the other. And while doing that, you have to follow some rules of mathematics. Let's have a look at these rules. Rule number 1. Plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. Let's take an example. Here we have an equation. X plus 4 is equals to 8. In order to find this x, you have to isolate it, make it alone. For that, this plus 4 has to travel to the other side of the equation. The equation becomes x is equals to 8 minus 4. Why minus 4? Because as per rule, plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus whenever they travel through the equation. Rule number 2. Multiplication becomes division and division becomes multiplication. Let's have a look at this term. X divided by 4. This can also be expressed or written as x over 4. There's yet another method of expressing this term, which is x multiplied by 1 over 4. Now let's take an example how this rule applies to the equation. We have x divided by 4 is equals to 2. It will become x multiplied by 1 over 4 is equals to 2. It's up to you whichever method you use or express this term. Here you see x is multiplied by 1 and divided by 4. When these two numbers will travel to the other side of the equation, 1 will be divided and 4 will be multiplied by 2. As you can see in this equation, 2 multiplied by 4 over 1. Now solve this equation. 2 multiplied by 4 becomes 8 over 1. 8 over 1 means 8. Let me teach you here yet another rule of mathematics. Whenever you see a lonely digit, do not perceive that it is alone. Some little angels are always with it. One angel is in division, one is in multiplication, and one is in power. So whether or not you write these angels with the apparently lonely number doesn't matter. So 8 over 1 means 8. Now let's head back to the problem. Now we have to move x to the left side of the equation. And why we are doing that? Because we want x in numerator, not in denominator. So move this x to the left side of the equation. It will become x over 1, or simply x. Now 1600 will remain on the same position, so it won't get affected. Multiplied by, here we are moving 1 over 300 from the left side of the equation to the right side of the equation. It will become a 300 over 1. Multiplied by, again we are moving 1000 over 1 from the left side of the equation to the right side of the equation. It will become 1 over 1000. Now solve this equation. You'll get x is equals to 480. That's the answer.